Let's see.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Look.
Alright.
All right, let's check it on.
I just want to see what your login looking like.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1
I
2.
think it's beyond.
It's
So,
on.
so you look at the item of the scenes. So
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be with you 2 seconds, just trying to be able to check some things to make sure that you could hear me and that we are good. Let me put on my audio, my headphones. All right, I can hear me. I hope you could hear me. If you can hear me out there, guys, let me know. Let me know if we have a better quality. We did some modifications to getting some stuff done. Right? Let me see if I can mute this on there. Okay. All right, let me know exactly where we are, guys. Hit me up. Let me see if I can get the show started. All right, we should be good to go. I think I could see me. If you could see me, let me know. But we should be good to go, right? Let's just see if we can get this done. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, wherever you are and you're watching us right now. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant. I hope you guys are good. I hope that everything is laid out properly. Let me know if you can hear my audio. I was a little disappointed, but I'm grateful now that we could be able to get these things done. It took me a while. Oh, God. It took me a good minute to be able to make sure that we were in a good position. I give God praise for favor and sending the right people to be able to assist me. I am grateful that they was here with me and being able to do those things. I got to be able to celebrate them in that kind of a space and let them know that I'm grateful to them. Can you hear that? Can you hear the audio? Let me know. I'm grateful, guys. It is a beautiful day. Grateful to be in your company. Always here jamming with you on this beautiful Thursday, February 5th, 2024. Got to shout out my good, decent guy, Greg Gardner. Greg Gardner is celebrating a birthday today. He is my guy. I'm, my business partner, being able to do a great deal of things with him over the years, and really, really grateful for the next steps that we're going to be taking in our lives right now and making some things happen, guys. I could be able to fix all these things now. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something with this camera. Hold on. I got a little zoom out and zoom in. You got to zoom in and zoom out. Out. Yeah, we could do that. Out. Okay, we could do that. We do that. We could do that. It's fine, right? But we're here, guys, and we're jamming with you and being able to talk. There's a great deal of things to talk about. I know you want to do it. I had a great show last night with my good guy, Garth Roseborough, and really being able to jam over at The Rundown with Howard Grant over on ZNS News Network. I'm grateful for them to give me an opportunity. I'm grateful to be able to jam like that. I thought it was a good show last night. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I don't know whether or not you had an opportunity to be able to watch, but we are here. You can just go and check it out on Facebook, zns.com, znsbahamas.com. Not the northern service, just znsbahamas.com. Or you can also be able to check them out on YouTube. A couple persons were watching on YouTube and being able to do it like that. So we are good. Let me know. Let me know if you see any lagging. Let me know if we're lagging. Let me know, guys. Let me know if we're in this kind of a space and position. If you could see us constantly now, as a great deal of things had to get upgraded for us to be able to do what we're doing. But we're here and we're jamming with you. So we're hoping that you can be able to have an appreciation for what we're doing. Is the audio good? Is everything good? I could be able to turn it up. Listen. I hope you all don't despise humble beginnings. Amen. Don't despise humble beginnings. Don't despise it when you're trying to get your little equipment together and putting it together and doing this and doing that. Don't despise your humble beginnings. God is a good God. I'm grateful to be here jamming with you, man. Listen to me. There's a lot of talk about we didn't talk yesterday about the controversy or the controversy associated with what we're seeing in the news. We see Rick Fox, Pretty Ricky. I got to be able to get a pretty Ricky, pretty Ricky. I got to get that song for him. Yeah, he's in this kind of a space and vying for the constituency of Golden Isles. I'm sorry, Garden Hills. What in the world is the Free National Movement doing? What in the world is the Free National Movement doing? Can I say that? What in the world is the Free National Movement doing? I can send this out to some people, guys, because they don't know where I am. They say, Howard, where are you? They're cussing me out right now. They think I abandoned my own space and my own things just because I go on over to ZNS. No, I can't do that. And so we're still here and we're still jamming with you. You can be able to see everything that we're doing. We're in a good space and I'm grateful to be here with you. So we still got everything going on. And I want you guys to be able to be here with us as we continue to do this. Let me see if I can send this out to a couple of people and let them know where we are because they are definitely interested. They are definitely interested. So we'll be able to put that. I want to talk with you all today, though. I might as well tell you the truth. I want to talk with you today. I want to know what your opinion is as it relates to what you're thinking about Rick Fox in this space and position. What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts about Rick Fox? I mean, it ain't really our business. Not too heavy. But as we look at this and make a determination, we're trying to figure out whether or not this is just for the purposes of theatrics. Is this a proverbial crutch for you? I was down on my luck. I lost everything. I'm coming back home. The prodigal son. Is this the posture where the Bahamian people now put the ring on you in the robe? I don't know. I'm just asking. You tell me. I don't know. I'm asking. Is this where the Bahamian people put the ring on the robe on you now? Talk to me. and make me to understand, because I don't understand this. I don't have any ill will towards him. I understood that there was something that was shifting, I understood that there was something that actually changed. When we listen to his voice, when we listen to his position, when we listen to his articulation, when we listen to those particular things about him, we understood that there was something that was changing significantly. We understood that. We understood when, after the government has provided you an opportunity, that you've been able to kind of shift away and move away and do your own thing. You start to use language, and I say this, I don't think that he is adept and has an understanding of exactly what's happening in this country. I don't think that he is. I don't think that he is. I don't think that he's in the position that he understands exactly what's happening in this country. I don't think that he is. Okay, so he's playing global politics and politics that exist in different regions and subsectors around the world, and he's bringing that home. And we are supposed to respond to that as though this is an authentic thing, that this is something that's familiar, that this is something that it happened. It's a usual thing. This is odd. This is odd. Now, when we saw Arnold Schwarzenegger being able to find himself in a position as, now watch me. Hold on, guys. Let me just send this out there. When we saw Arnold Schwarzenegger, what's today, Wednesday? Today's Thursday, February 5th. Thursday, February 5th, 2026. Oh my God. My mother's birthday is tomorrow, guys. My mother's birthday is tomorrow. I got some sad news from 8 Mile Rock. We can get back to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got some sad news from 8 Mile Rock. Roscoe Sanders passed away. Very good friend. If you know him, if you're from West Grand, Bahama, he has probably done a tent or two for you. Put some tents up the other day. Always a jolly guy, always a beautiful person in terms of being able to hang out with and have a good conversation with. I always enjoyed Roscoe. We used to call him Sco. My daddy and him good friend. And he's really been a friend to me also. He passed away. And I want to say condolences to him and to his family for his loss. I know it's not going to be an easy thing. I know it's not going to be easy. And so I definitely feel for them. And I'm grateful that I got to know him. I'm grateful that I got to meet a guy like Roscoe. I'm sorry to see that he passed away. I really am. And so I'm hoping that he's good. Let me see if I can fix this here. Hold up. All right, hold on. Fellas tell me, okay, I could see you now. Praise God. Hold on, let me fix this now. I had this on my phone the other day. I couldn't come back to you with that. Oh, God. I couldn't come back to you with that. I couldn't come back to you with this sort of a concept of just being able to do it on my phone. I just didn't have the equipment. But, I got an opportunity to be able to get some stuff, so you can be able to see me now. And we're only going to take it up from here and just be able to make sure that some things are taken care of. Okay? Let's see if we can do this now. Hold up. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can change it now. Okay, so we're getting it done. Guys, make sure you like and share. Let all the information go. This is the political season. I know a lot of persons will have conversations about politics. I don't know. I got a couple conversations, and a couple people came up to me. Howard, are you comfortable where you are? I said, I'm good, right? But yeah, I mean, I watch your show. Are you comfortable in terms of, what you're saying? And are you comfortable around there? Is it okay? Does it feel, weird? And there was some, conversations about my integrity and being able to ensure that that is intact. And I assure you that I'm good, man. I'm good. I recognize this, and it's no conversation that you can have with me that I haven't had with me or with the management and staff of ZNS, and just being able to identify whether or not we're in a good position. Because I ain't got to take a job, not in a bad way, Praise God, everybody like a little piece of change. But I ain't got to do that if my integrity is on the line, if who I am is on the line. I ain't got to bother with that. I ain't got to bother with that. And that's one of the issues that we've been able to deal with. All right, so I'm good. I'm good. Okay, and I don't have a problem with those particular things. So I hope you guys are good, and as we do those particular things. But let's talk about Rick Fox. Let's take a quick commercial break, guys. When we get back, we can have a little conversation and start to talk about these particular things. If you allow me just 2 seconds, just 2 seconds. If you would allow me just 2 seconds to take this quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Taking Bahamian music to the world.
This DJ
Sampler. Hit that subscribe button like a goatskin drum.
Hello, Ricky. It's Johnny Gate. Man. Listen, don't be there trying to keep us locked down. They want us go inside the kill man. They're just breaking straight, man. That's sweet music. You know why they go there. You know when they go there, it's kill man. Watch this. When the music plays, I'm the first one to dance. Sexy gal gon' whine on me while my rum in my hand. Reggae spread so sweet, don't think you understand. I go in to mash up the place every time I go by the farm. I always get drinking till I lose and I wet. Nobody gon' watch me if I can't bad and I sweat. On your market set, drunk but I ain't missing a step. Man, if you ain't feel the vibe, then stay over there by yourself. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get on my. When Reagan's great returns, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get on my. Get him, Ricky! Just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get scrapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Johnny Cake and say, just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get scrapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Johnny Cake and say, just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get scrapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Johnny Cake. When the music plays, I'm the first one to dance.
Yo, bust it, bass sampler, bust it, my lord.
Reggae step so sweet, don't think you understand. Man, wanging on woman, wanging back on a man. I always get drinking till I lose and I wet. Nobody gon' watch me if I can't bad and I sweat. On your market set, drunk but I ain't missing a step. Man, if you ain't feel a vibe, then stay over there by yourself. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get on my. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get on my. Get him, Ricky! Just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that red. I get scrapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Johnny Cake and say, 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 like to fish with Johnny.
It's 3 a.m. and I'm waiting for the sun. Lost track of the days, man. Look at this, ain't no fun. Cell phone in my left hand, TV on my right. My mouth extra dry 'cause there ain't no rum inside. Longing for the days when I was wild and free. Out to everything was lit, not a care or worry. Now it's like I've joined the
Yo,
clan of
bust it, bass
HMP.
sampler,
But
bust
I
it,
ain't
my
commit no
lord.
crime, so please set me free. Loose me, let me go. I don't want the inside no more. Loose me, let me go. This is killing me, that's for sure. So let me out, let me out, let me out, yeah, let me out. Loose me, let me go. I don't want the inside no more.
The Bahamian music ambassador, DJ Sampler.
Yo, bust it, bass sampler, bust it, my lord.
It's 3 a.m. and I'm waiting for the sun. Lost track of the days, man. Look at this, ain't no fun. Cell phone in my left hand, TV on my right. My mouth extra dry 'cause there ain't no rum inside. Longing for the days when I was wild and free. Out to everything was lit, not a care or worry. Now it's like I've joined the clan of HMP. But I ain't commit no crime, so please set me free. Loose me, let
right, guys, we are back. I am grateful to be here with you, jamming and being able to talk about these things. Make sure you can hear me. If you can't, just let me know, guys. Hit me over the text 827-0111-8270. That's what the hell I got up for, you know. I have a device that I can be able to plug right into my telephone and have you call, you know. Oh Lord, if you're called, I can get it, right? But I have a device I can be able to plug right into my telephone and have you guys call. Is this? Yeah, this is the phone, right? And we can be able to hear it. We'll hear the audio and everything like that, right? But let's talk a little taste, man. Let's talk about these particular things. What are your thoughts as it relates to being able to see? I think that's the number one topic and sort of conversation that's happening in the country right now. What are your thoughts associated with being able to see Rick Fox, Pretty Ricky, in this position nationally? What are your thoughts? What are your posture? What are your thoughts in terms of what should happen in these areas? Are you grateful? Are you just happy? Is he a Bahamian? You just being able to cheer? And what is it? Are you content with this particular thing? What is it? What is it? Talk to me. I need to understand what is it, because there's a lot of questions that are going around with the star-studded fleet of men and women that are being able to enter frontline politics after they would have acquired so much success in their personal lives. And with that personal success comes mounds and mounds of financial endowment. They are financially set. What do you need to enter the fray or the front line of Bahamian politics for? Is a question that a great deal of persons are asking, right? And in being able to ask that, hold on, let me see. Ian, I on live at the show. I know if you want to talk in. I on live at the show. I'm on live. I'm on live at the foundation, my brother. Hold on now. Let me put you on speaker. Let everybody hear you. Say good afternoon to the people.
Good afternoon, Bahamas. It is a pleasure to always be chimed in with Howard.
I tell you, come in the studio, man.
Foundation.
I tell you, come in the studio. What happened?
Listen to me. The traffic is moving up and down. Everybody is trying to figure out what's going on in the country.
Tell me what they're telling me about Rick Fox.
Well, you know, there's a mixed consensus of the Bahamian people. Some are saying, why now? Why should Rick Fox come into politics at this moment? What happened when he had the stardom? Why didn't he do more things for representing the Bahamas and so forth? And there's some people that's saying that it may be a good thing. Maybe his exposure can bring some partnerships. Maybe they can do some things that'll be kind of different. That'll bring a new outlook to regards to the persons that he'll be representing.
Let's be clear.
If he touches into those persons to believe it.
Let's be clear now. If his star-studded position and his stardom, his exposure around the world globally, it didn't bring any attraction when he was the ambassador at large, what the hell difference it can make if he's an MP? Talk to me.
Well, he still has relationships that he has and what he's forged through the years of him being into the NBA. I'm saying to you is that maybe he can garner that. I don't know what space what he was in, whether or not he had the power to do what he wanted to do. I don't know what the conversations might have been with him on leadership on either end.
Well, this is interesting, my brother. And I see the fellas then putting all kind of photos and pictures and all kind of images online saying you can need Google Maps to find where Garden Hills is. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I see somebody say,
Talk to me.
I've seen the memes. I've seen the memes. We've seen the memes. But, you know, the thing about it is this, Howard. What he does from this moment on will reflect what type of MP he wants to be, potentially, or what he is made up of. Mm-hmm. If he is going to be easily swayed based on what the people says, or is he having that zeal to come into there and say, hey, I'm for the people, I want to come and speak with them, I need to know what are their problems, and I want to be able to show them how we're going to reach the solutions to these things that they've been experiencing. That is what is going to be the measuring stick for him.
Well, I'm interested to see what he's going to do as an individual. I thought that this was sort of so I knew that there was something afoot. Let me say that. I knew that there was something afoot, if I can be honest with you, right? because when we watched Michael Pintar take on this posture to say that we think that he's an excellent Bahamian and we think that he should deserve an opportunity to be ISU. Hold on. This sound as though Rick Fox already had a conversation with Michael Pintar. This is how it sounded to me. Now, I don't know what persons are saying and whether or not this is a part of the thing, right? I don't know whether or not this is a part of what's happening out there and if this is even a part of the conversation. But it seems as though the FNM was in conversation with him for some time.
Howard.
Yeah, you can hear me?
I believe that I've seen the way that you think in regards to these persons that are vying or coming into the political arena and want to be placed in a position.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been spot on for most of the things that you said. You've been spot on.
Mm-hmm.
But we're looking at the Bahamians now and asking the question, what do you want? What do you want to represent you? Who do you want to represent you? This is where we are. We look at the empathy of the electorate, and we've seen there was no appetite for it. It was kind of low. People weren't really tuned into politics. They've been kind of, detached away from the whole political conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The question that you should be thinking about at this moment is that, is the people going to shift or remain?
Well, this is going to be interesting for me. This is going to be interesting because if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think no one has an appetite for him. The very first comment that we had, I think the majority of the Bahamian people gravitated towards that. My very good friend who we used to be able to have lunch with over by Mustard Seed, I can't remember his name. I think Guardian interviewed him and said, what do you think? And when he was walking somewhere, he said, Rick Fox, we need Adrian Fox. We hurting ourselves. Rick Fox, he's an ex-basketball player. Rick Fox. I say, what?
They need the number one money. They need the number one
I say,
money.
what?
That kind of money they need to be injected in there. So they're watching what is happening in Farrington Road, and they look at that area, and they're seeing the things that Sabas is doing in that area. They're seeing the renovation of the buildings. They're seeing entrepreneurs being given certain things. So they said, we need this level of representation. If you're going to represent us, man, it's not to discredit what the current MP is in there doing. It's a matter of saying is that, are you going to take us higher? We need some more things.
Well, I don't know whether or not Rick Fox could do that. All right. I don't know if he could do that. We are excited to be able to see it. I think we all as Bahamians want to be able to say, yeah, give him an opportunity to just be able to find out exactly what's what, but I don't think he can do that. And I believe if this is the coach against the player, because that's what this is, the NBA basketball player against the longtime legend coach, that's Mario Boleg, and what he would have done. And we're going to see who got game in Garden Hills. I think it's going to be broken down into who got game in Garden Hills. And we didn't hear much from anyone for the Progressive Liberal Party being able to take on that position. We didn't hear much from them. But we did hear Fred Mitchell said, I have nothing to say about Rick Fox. And I don't
Fred
know
said, I have nothing to say about that
nothing.
guy. Fred said in his words, I have nothing to say about that guy.
Nothing. You have nothing to say about it, right? Do you believe the people of Garden Hills will respond in the same posture? They have nothing to do with that guy. Talk to me about it.
I think that the people of Garden Hills, they're gonna ask these questions, and I think that it's not gonna be a straightforward or an easy lane. I think both of those representatives are going to have to work and show the people that they are the candidate for that particular constituency, like most of the constituencies throughout the Bahamas. We're looking at constituency per constituency. I think that the ones who are going to vote are demanding the questions that, how are you going to do better for our community? What do you intend to offer us? We need to know that.
Well, I'm interested, my brother. Why don't you come and see me one of these days? I'm here today and tomorrow. We could be able to make a determination. And when you get spiffy and you're ready, come sit with me on ZNS. I'd love that.
Tomorrow, sir, I'll be there.
All right, give me a call. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's none other than Ian Munnings being able to tell us about these particular things. There's a lot going on in the country. There's a lot going on in this space, and a lot of persons making a determination about where they go politically and otherwise. And so the question is to you, who you voting for? I believe that elections will be called in as the next time we hear from the Prime Minister being able to give us a national address. I believe that it will be the election date that it'll be called. These politicians don't have much time. They don't have much time. If you're in this kind of a position and you haven't started your campaigning, if you haven't started your stuff just yet, you better get started. You better get started. If you haven't started this yet, you're going to be screwed up the creek. Not in a bad way, but you're going to find yourself in a peculiar situation because everyone on the ground should be jamming. I just saw Robin Lyons being able to put some things together the other day, and she was really being able to energize a room that she was in. I suppose that this is her team for Kalani and being able to do those things. Listen, there are 3 prospects for independents or fringe organizations. How I see it. 3 prospects for fringe organizations in the country. This is how I see it. I could be wrong. Don't fight me. I could be wrong. But this is how I see it. There's 3 prospects for fringe organizations in the country. And what are those prospects? Kalani, North Abaco, Pine Ridge. That's how I see it. I could be wrong. Oh, how would I do? Hey, don't fight me. I could be wrong. And I'm content with being wrong. I'm content with this particular concept. If I'm wrong, then okay. However, this is how I see it. And it's going to make for good political fodder, good conversations, and it's going to be very interesting to be able to see exactly what's what. Let's pick up the papers, guys, and see exactly what's in the newspapers today. Broken neck, suffered in illegal Uber ride. Mother sick. Teacher injured in a crash in Grand Bahama highlights the dangerous regulatory vacuum surrounding ride shares. A crash that left a Grand Bahamian preschool teacher with a broken neck and torn eyelids. Torn eyelids. Okay. Has thrown fresh light on what officials have described as a dangerous regulatory vacuum around rideshare services operated. We don't call them rideshare services. We call them hacking. That's hacking. That's what we used to call it. Hacking. So the Bahamas, operating in the Bahamas, some falsely claiming to be Uber drivers. Uber drivers. No Uber in the Bahamas. Aniska Pratt Williams had relied on drivers' illegal offerings under Uber service since September last year to travel home from work. Uber does not have a license to operate in the Bahamas, and offering such services using private vehicles is illegal. On January 26th, her regular driver stopped at an establishment along the route and handed the keys to another man. Mother sick. Handed the keys to another man to complete the trip to Desmond Reef. Jesus, Desmond Reef. Where was her school? Y'all know how far Desmond Reef is? Desmond Reef was 15 miles away from where I live in 8 Mile Rock. And if she was coming from Freeport, that is a hell of a long way. Let's read it. Heavy rain began to fall, and they drove. Minutes later, the vehicle spun out of control and crashed into a tree. I ended up behind. Let's read it on the second page. I ended up behind the driver's seat with my legs stuck between the console of the car and Miss Pratt. So she ain't had on a seatbelt. And Miss Pratt indicated that, this is what she said yesterday. She says, I felt my head was bleeding. Oh, God, baby doll. Jesus. I felt my head was bleeding. So I didn't realize that my neck was jammed or was broken as yet. Ooh. Yeah, because when that adrenaline hits you, you respond in a different way. Police and the passerby with the medical training stopped to assist her before she was taken to the Ryan Memorial Hospital with 2 broken bones in her neck and a torn eyelid that required 30 stitches. Whoa, this is crazy. 30 stitches. Says the driver, whom family members alleged had been speeding, was not seriously hurt. Ms. Pratt Williams said that he apologized repeatedly after the crash. Doctors warned her family that the slightest movement could have left her paralyzed or dead. Plans to airlift her to New Providence stalled because no beds were available in Princess Margaret Hospital. Hold on now. Let's put on a highlight right there. No beds were available in Princess Margaret Hospital. And it goes on to say, her husband, Samuel Williams, returned from a construction job on another island and was told a specialized neck brace could stabilize her enough to travel to commercial flight. He bought the neck brace from New Providence for about $2,300 using personal funds and donations. After wearing it for several days, doctors noted improvement in her x-ray and discharged her on Wednesday. So did she have the surgery? Questions about accountability quickly followed. Miss Williams said that the vehicle involved was a rental. This story just keeps getting worse. This ain't even their vehicle. It was a rental. It was a rental. And claimed that the second driver was not listed on the insurance coverage. He said that the operator initially promised financial help, but later failed to follow through. He provided the Tribune, this newspaper, with a flyer advertising the ride-share services, offering Uber service, Uber Eats, and Uber Errands. These Negroes get a franchise that they stole the whole people franchise. How you can steal the people franchise? The whole franchise you stole. How? How you can steal the people franchise? Uber Eats too? Not just Uber Rides. Uber Eats and Uber Earns? This is too much. This is too much. If you're offering these services, sir, ma'am, why don't you just go get licensed for it? Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that in the country. Not for Uber Rides. Yeah, but we got the little Eats thing that is go. What do people name in the orange? Where this go, right? We got that here. We got that here. You could be able to pick up people food and carry it to them, and Uber Earns and all these things like that. Just name it something different and be able to get these things done. If you have the creativity and the concepts and ideas, you don't have to tap into illegality to be able to get these things done. Just go get it done. I don't understand what's going on here. And I'm looking at this, trying to make this determination. What is going on? This girl, her eyelid's gone. She can't even bat her eye at nobody no more. 30 stitches. My God, the man come home from construction in another island, come home to meet his wife, neck stiff. You don't know how long the man been gone. He come back, meet his wife in an injured position. Come on, man. Now, I don't know whether or not we could blame you and say this would have never happened if boom, boom, boom. I don't think we can say that. But I could say that this is irresponsible of you. I could say that if she was riding with you from September of last year, I don't know how long you've been doing this, but everything was good until it's not. That's just how life is. Everything is good until it's not. Get yourself certified, get yourself licensed, get yourself prepared, get yourself insured, do what you're supposed to do, because inevitably something will go wrong that you will have to be held accountable for your actions. That's just what's going to happen. There's no two ways about that. That's what's going to happen. You will be held accountable for your actions, and you're going to have to account and answer for your position. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that. And so when I look at these things, I'm just baffled by these things, but I'm sorry, man. Miss Pratt Williams, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you didn't marry your cousin, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Pratt is from Turks and Caicos, and Williams from Turks and Caicos also. I just want to let you know that, Jesus. Just seeing your cousin. Praise God. I hope you get better. I hope you do well and find yourself in a better position. Jade Russell, okay. I hope you find yourself in a better position and being able to make some things happen. Also in the papers today, guys, Davis calls Pintard stupid during House energy debate. Prime Minister Philip Davis called opposition leader Michael Pintard stupid in the House of Assembly yesterday during a tense debate over the government's energy reforms. I don't see Brave crack. I don't see the Prime Minister crack. And if he cracks, it says to me that something is afoot, that we're preparing to go to another level out here. So we're seeing these particular things happen. And here we go. During a tense debate over the government energy reforms and its plan to guarantee the credit facility tied to the country's liquefied natural gas transitions. The remarks came after Mr. Pintard accused the government of misleading the public about its use of rental generators, arguing that spending on rental generators, on rental power, had increased under the Davis administration. Mr. Davis, who was leading the debate in the resolution seeking approval from the government to guarantee a revolving line of credit and performance letters of credit from Banco. Let's go on page 5. Banco Santander, on behalf of the Bahamas LNG partners, rejected the claim and said that the remarks about the rental generations had been misunderstood. I never said it was the last administration to be faulted. This is what Davis is saying. He says, Mr. Pintard disagreed, prompting Mr. Davis to respond. And then he went on to say, he says that you're being stupid, man. Well, if this is a silly season, we expect silliness to be able to come to the forefront. And sometimes we could be able to identify those persons who are apparently grasping at straws to be able to hold on to their life, for their position and for their desire to be able to move forward. We're watching. And as we watch you and we make this particular determination, we identify that there's some things that's wrong with this. Some things. Hello. There's some things going on. And we can be able to identify that and talk a little bit more about that. Guys, let me take this next break, guys. And when we get back, we can be able to dive into it just a little taste more and see exactly what's what right after this.
Taking Bahamian music to the world.
This DJ
Sampler, hit that subscribe button like a goatskin drum.
Hello, Ricky, it's Johnny Gate. This Johnny Gate, man, listen, don't believe they're trying to keep us locked down. They want us to go inside the kill man, till I just break it straight, man, and sweet music. You know why they go there, it's kill man. Watch this. When the music plays, I'm the first one to dance. Sexy gal don't whine on me, while my rum in my hand. Reggae spread so sweet, don't think you understand. I go in to mash up the place every time I go by the farm. I always get
sample of busting.
Reggae stay so sweet, don't think you understand. Man, banging on woman, woman, banging back on a man. I always get drinking till I lose and I wet. Nobody gon' watch me if I get bad and I sweat. On your market set, drunk but I ain't missing a step. Mind if you ain't feel no wine, then stay over there by yourself. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get all mine. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get all mine. Get him, Ricky! Just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that woman, scrape that red. I get strapped inside long way. I like to fish with Tony King and say, 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 like to fish with Tony.
It's 3 a.m. and I'm waiting for the sun. Lost track of the days, man. Lucky this ain't no fun. Cell phone in my left hand, TV on my right. My mouth extra dry 'cause there ain't no rum inside. Longing for the days when I was wild and free. Out to everything was lit, not a care or worry. Now it's like I've joined the
Yo, yo,
clan of
bust it, bass
HMP.
sampler,
But
bust
I
it,
ain't
mother.
commit no crime, so please set me free. Loose me, let me go. I don't want the inside no more. Loose me, let me go. This is killing me, that's for sure. So let me out, let me out, let me out, yeah, let me out. Loose me, let me go. I don't want the inside no more.
The Bahamian music ambassador, DJ Sampler.
Nichi LS.
Yo, yo, bust it, bass sample of busting. Mothers.
It's 3 a.m. and I'm waiting for the sun. Lost track of the days, man. Lucky this ain't no fun. Cell phone in my left hand, TV on my right. My mouth extra dry 'cause there ain't no rum inside. Longing for the days when I was wild and free. Out to everything was lit, not a care or worry. Now it's like I've joined the clan of HMP. But I ain't commit no crime, so please set me free. Loose me, let me go. I don't want the inside no more. Loose me, let me go. This is killing me, that's for sure. So let me out, let me out, let me out, yeah, let me out. Loose me, let me go. I don't want the inside no more. Loose me, let me go. This is killing me, that's for sure.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are jamming with you. This is the foundation. Do we have the lag? Do we have this, the that? Do we have all these particular things? Is it better? I know I could be able to change the contrast of this camera and be able to make some modifications, but I was already late, and so I didn't bother with anything. But I could be able to get into this thing here and go into an autofocus. It gives me an opportunity to do all kind of stuff like that, right? You could go in and out and zoom and all these things like that. And so I got my own little camera, little toys, right? But we could be able to do something like that. So I just wanted to be able to have this kind of a clear conversation with you. I'll fix it later. I know we can be able to dive into that. You can give me a call. I got my home phone hookup, so you could be able to hear right through the system and be able to jam with you. And we take it like that. The numbers that you can call, 827-0111, 827-0111, 827-0111, and see exactly what's what. Let me see if I can get Ian back again, just to be able to test the phone and see exactly what's what, if you could hear it. All right, let's see. Hold on. All right, hold on. One. Okay. No, that's good enough. We could be able to hear the ringing, guys. 827-0111. 827-0111 if you want to be able to be a part of what we're doing. And you could be able to hear me right here on the phone we could be able to do that, record you, and participate in the natural aspect of what we're doing here on the foundation. Let me see if I could be able to get I can get Garth right now and see what his position is and see what he's saying. Yeah, he's not expecting me, so this would be like a cold call that we're going to be able to put on him and see what he says. So he's not expecting us. He told me he had the roof today. He told me he was on the roof today and we could be able to do those things. Right? Let's see if we can get another one. Good afternoon. How you doing? This is Howard Grant, and this is the Foundation. You're on with us live. Go ahead.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Congratulations on both shows. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
You're
How
welcome.
things?
I just want,
What are your thoughts about
Listen,
politics today?
man, it's getting exciting. It's
Isn't it?
getting exciting.
Isn't it? I'm like
I'm
extremely
so-
excited.
Yes, it's starting here now. I'm most excited because I can actually vote for her, Miss Robin Lyons.
Oh, you and Kalani.
Yes. Yep. She's given me a new set of energy, you know.
Oh, man.
I'm really, I have. So,
What do you
know,
think
I
her
wanna-
chances is in Kalani?
Excellent.
I feel
She
at this
just may-
point,
she just may pull this off, Howard.
you think she can put it off? Hold on now.
No
Hold
joke.
on. Hold
No
on.
joke. No joke.
Hold on.
No joke.
Hold on. Let's do some maths. I look at this when Ronnie was in there, and I said Ronnie could possibly tiptoe in there because the battle will be between the FNM and Hubert Minnis. And so they're going to be pulling from each other, and those numbers may not necessarily be what they expect it to be. So Ronnie, who has the base of the PLP, might be able to get in. But you're saying to me that Robin is able to energize the entire constituency, and people gravitate towards her, that she could be able to win this over Dr. Minnis. Talk to me.
Now, what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at with Ronnie. First and foremost, she has his support, like 150, double, like 200%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's not slunking, he's not sulking, he's there. Before they had the meeting last night, he was right there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, the votes right now, it's kind of, so far it's like, what, a four-way race?
With
No,
Dr.
four-way
MacGyver.
race. You have Dr. Moon. You have Dr. MacGyver. You know, don't sleep too much on that.
No,
now.
don't sleep on
You
Dr.
have
MacGyver.
that-
No.
You have the Steel Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
You have Dr. Minnis, of course. You
Mhm.
definitely can't sleep on it,
No.
right?
Mhm.
You have not Dr. Mrs. Ellis, Barnett Ellis.
Yeah, Senator. Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's going to pop in, who's going to decide to pop in that race. And I think the most important thing that all of these political parties have to ensure they have to maintain their base.
This
You
is
have to
exciting stuff.
maintain that base.
This
Okay?
is exciting.
Once you can solidify your base, and then you try and enhance and go and make your case.
The
you know,
PLP
to-
is
to
doing.
the
The
other-
PLP has been doing a good deal in terms of being consistent and being able to energize, recognize, and deal with their base, right, over the course of the past few years. And so, is the PLP's base energized?
Now, listen, you say that, right? And you see it coming to fruition. You see it starting to take form as we speak, but there's still some, to be honest, and I'm just like you, I'm honest, there are still some PLPs who are not quite there yet. Okay?
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say they can vote for another party or another person,
Mhm.
but they just may not vote.
Mhm.
Okay? Just the way the SNM stayed home in the last election, that with apathy or whatever have you.
Mhm.
So you have to secure your base before you leave home.
What do you
Howard,
think the
you have to
PLP has to
make sure your
do
home
to
is
do
safe.
that? What do you think the PLP has to do in this late stage? Because we're late in the game. What do you think the PLP has to do to
No.
secure their base?
I think they've been doing a good job in some of those areas, but there are a lot of some persons who have to actually, they know their people. They know their people. And let me tell you something, don't take your people for granted.
Mhm.
Don't think that that's Miss Williams over there. We got that.
Mhm.
See, remember Miss Williams have children.
Also
Papa
true.
Williams have, and they have grandchildren. Children, your grandchildren, they see the way you take mama or Grammy for granted,
Mhm.
and they ain't playing that. They're not playing that. So you have to make sure, get in there, communicate, reach out, and see exactly what. And by now you should have an idea. By now, and I think they've been doing a good job. Just take on, for example, Mr. Bowling. He's been on the ground for quite some time. You understand me?
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
a group on the ground, so he should know. She knows, and he should know what needs to be done. And then another thing, you have to run. You should be able to run in your record.
Yeah. I agree with you.
But Rick Fox, I'm just jumping on this Rick Fox.
If he could run on his stats, that would be different. But he he only can run on his stats from the
No,
NBA.
but see, you are a balanced and a fair media personality, I consider you you're a journalist. You're fair, you're balanced. Okay, nobody can jump on your horse and try and ride that train to the station because you're not playing that.
No.
You're gonna call it if you see it.
Yes.
Okay, you have a solid foundation. You're honest, and that's the reason why you've been treated and mistreated the way that you have, because people don't want to hear the truth.
No.
Sometimes some of the things you say, like they kind of like come by here. So sometimes, but guess what? You listen. You see right now, Rick Fox, what he's relying on, that pretty face, pretty Ricky,
Pretty
that
Ricky.
smile, the charm,
Pretty
and
Ricky.
he's going into particular media spaces, and they're going to do the rest. They're going to try and do the rest.
Listen,
You understand
I don't
me?
care how
They're gonna get
charming he
their
is.
idea.
I don't care. See, what I see when I look at Rick Fox, and I don't want to become biased because he's already put his hand to the forefront, right? But this is something that I've said, right? He's already ratified. He's in this position, and I don't want to be able to put myself in the position that I'm biased against Rick Fox. But I want to be very clear with
No.
you. The tribulation that he would have gone through in America that caused him to be able to wash back on the shores of the Bahamas looking for an opportunity says a great deal. I just want to be very clear with you because all of his information is accessible for all of us to read. All of his separation, everything that he would have gone through to be able to pull him back to this space, to pull him back to his roots is very clear, it's evident. And we can identify that and we can see that. And as we look at that and look at these particular things, I don't know why when you are at the height of where you was, when you were doing all these things and movies all around the world and shopping and winning all your things like that, the celebration never included us. It never included us. It never acknowledged us. But now, when you're at your lowest,
Right.
you got to come looking for us? Oh my God.
My thing is, I have no problem. I have no problem when the sons of the soil, women, our daughters come back home and they want to give whatever they can offer in relation to their experience, their expertise, or whatever that they want to pour back in to our country, especially our youth. And what like I said, Mr. Fox, he's in it. He's here. He's offering himself. So, we have to, at the end of the day, he's now just like the rest of them. He's asking for our support. But what I can't get over, and I said it before, and I'll continue to say this. And if I ever have the opportunity, I hope he comes on your show. Okay, this will prove exactly what type of a person that he is. Okay, why would you? Why? You know, people are trying to throw in their, depending on, I guess, how you look at it. You know, they're trying to come up with excuses for him. He's a man. Okay, my thing is, why did you choose another country over this country
For the
that you
Olympics.
claim to love so much?
Yeah.
Okay, when we actually needed you, it's the reel is going all over. Okay, that's viral. Why? Okay, that's one thing I want to find out. I guess he can probably come up with
I'll
his
ask
PR
him.
can come up with.
If he
the
decides to
reason,
come
right?
my way, they got to send somebody my
Oh, no,
way. As much as the FNM ain't want nothing to do with me, they got to send them my way. Because, baby, we on
you big time. You big
we
time.
on the
You
big
time.
screen. Praise God.
The next question I have, and I know I have grandsons, I have a son, right? 2 sons actually. But my thing is, why? Please take me around. Remember, Jeff Rogers. I don't think we have done enough to honor that young man, Mr. Jeff Rogers. My son was in primary school. Okay, and when his dream was to always participate in that basketball summer program that they had, summer camp. Okay, I would love to know why. Show me, just show me what your expertise. Okay, hello.
Yeah, I read here.
Howard?
I read here. Go ahead. I
You
read
have
here.
doctors. You have doctors. We understand you for the finance, your education, learning, developing skills, joining the NBA. That's top tier. That's fine. Okay, but look at Jordan. Look at a lot of these athletes. These elite athletes. The first thing that they do is pour back into their hometown.
The first
They
thing.
pour back into the first
The
thing.
first thing. Hold
Okay?
on. Not
The
just because
first
you're looking at VJ, he about to do something. Buddy been in 8 Mile Rock. Buddy been
Yeah.
in 8 Mile Rock. You hear me?
Well,
We even see Clay do a little something. He came back, him and his daddy, right? Senior. They did a little something, right? We have never. Let's watch me. We even see T and Tamara. They're talking about their Bahamian roots and the need to be able to come back and how they love to be able to enjoy these particular things. T and Tamara. We've seen Lenny Kravitz come back and pour into significantly into the country. We've seen these people. We only recently, Rick Fox came back home after he get raggy where he was. I just want to be decent as I say this. It cannot be that if we was not on a part of your heart fixture, a part of your thought pattern, that is now that we yield ourselves to you. That's just how I feel about this.
Howard, back in the day, let me tell you something. I understand. Like I said, I appreciate that's fine. You're in the race, you can get raggy just like the rest.
Everybody.
If they could raggy, Mr. Ingram, Mr. Penland, Mr. Christie, now Mr. Davis, you want to do it? Let's jump in, okay? We're not gonna soften and powder you up or whatever.
No.
Notion you.
No.
No, baby.
No matter how
You
handsome he
back
is.
in the day. Listen, what I do not like Mr. Pintard making the remarks as if we should be grateful that Mr. Fox is this and that, and glowing words that he can do. We had discussions about the plans he had to do for the Bahamas. Let me tell you something. It appears to me as if this Bahamas, we went through a lot. Remember the commissioner for inquiry that we were a place for sale and we were right down.
Yeah.
When Mr. Ingram, they bought all those hotels when we were really, really bad, recessions and everything. We were really hurting in this country. Okay? But when we have risen, like I said, grandma is a separate situation. That's a special, you understand?
Yeah.
But Look at Luther. Luther was down and out.
Out.
All of just about every, look at Zuma, just about every island. You understand the major ones. This Bahamas is the envy of the world,
Ooh.
the whole region.
And that's the truth.
Okay?
That's the truth.
We did this. We did this with all of our scandals, with all of our whatever situations. We rose from the ashes. So I don't want you not to, when I was in Hollywood doing the Tyler Perry this, and when I was doing this, and when I was riding high and married to have my beautiful, lovely wife and do that's
Gorgeous
fine.
wife.
I have to survive. Your beautiful wife, you were doing well in the NBA, you went into in the movies and whatever have you. That's great. That's great. I wonder, like I said, someone said that the information would come, is forthcoming in reference to what he has done and what he has,
Hold
But
on.
listen,
The information is
now, let us
forthcoming on what he aspired to
But
have
what he
under the
did,
PLP,
what he
and
did,
they
what he
denied
did.
him.
No, be prior to that. See, don't come talk, but you want to build some kind of development.
Okay. Now,
Or
you're
whatever
mad because
housing
he didn't get it?
For the last 5 years. I'm speaking about back in the day. Let me tell you something. You had, I say, Michael Thompson. I have been used to seeing Magic Johnson over here in the Bahamas. I'm used to seeing Michael Jordan, these high, big league.
You know who always
players
here?
in
Shaq.
the Bahamas.
Shaq, love it.
Before Shaq, you had Magic. You had when you had those clubs was clubs. When the Bahamas was club, and you had Pastiche. You had all these different places. Sweet Bells used to come over every summer, all the time. He used to come over here. But, he used to come. He used to bring those stars. So what I said that to say that the way they're trying to paint this picture to portray Mr. Fox is that he wants to be our savior. Mr. Fox, I appreciate that you want to contribute and benefit from the work that our predecessors did, our fathers, our grandfathers, our mothers. You understand? And the politicians prior to you who were involved in a lot of these agreements, some of them were disappointing, but a lot of them built this country brick by brick. You waited, to me, I feel as if you waited until we have the Great Albany, we have Atlantis, we have Bahama, we have all of these things. We have these things all over. I can see if you say you was going to Bahama to go build some housing developments and some shelters or whatever
But
over there.
this ain't nothing hard with that. He could go right. Listen to me. The Grand Bahama Port Authority open up to any concept and idea that wants to be able to build Grand Bahama. He could go right there and say we want to do this. But why? Why?
Why you want the prime of the prime? You want prime of the prime property. You want prime of the prime. Now, is it because? And then you're going to compare yourself. I heard about the ambassadorship. That's another story, Howard, in reference to when he compared himself to the other ambassador or consulate, the Sabars.
I ain't watched that one. I got to go listen to that.
Well, that was when they were asking about the comment about the ambassadorship giving it up. He said, I refuse. I'm not going to do it because the other person didn't give up theirs. And they have all the say in this thing. So commentary. Remember he said that? To me, it's as if you watching him. You done that.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
see,
compare
I
yourself
don't think
with
he's intimately
young
involved in our politics in our country for him to know how to
obviously
respond to
don't
this.
know somebody.
Someone is telling him this. Someone is
No, he better ask
informing him.
somebody. No, because where he's going to go, the places that he goes and he looks and he sees the expansion and the development that young man and his team, because he has a company, has developed over time and put their money to use and put it into the ground, into the people
Over years.
over years. This ain't no little
Fly
small
by
little
night.
joke.
Yeah.
Educated themselves.
Yeah.
You can have persons like
Yeah.
Kevin from Shark Tank, persons I mean, big time billionaires come over to your seminars
Yeah.
to help and empower entrepreneurs, young aspiring entrepreneurs, and giving back to these. What? Show me your record. I
None.
want you to stock your record
None. He ain't got
against
none.
this young man's record.
He got
Don't
NBA
let the
stats. He ain't got all the record.
Yeah,
He got
but
NBA stats.
Right, right. So don't come here trying to think you're going to go from door to door selling a dream like a lot of politicians do now. But see the difference between these young politicians who are born, bred Bahamians, true and true, who love this country, who came, and sometimes I feel so bad how because sometimes they can't, they feel inadequate because they know it's no comparison for what they really can do financially with, in reference to the communities that they want to serve.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't know
Yeah.
if you understand me compared to like some of these persons with money, right? But they have the heart and they've been in it and they've tried. And that's another thing. How could you, Dr. Minnis, did you catch Dr. Minnis' remark yesterday?
I listened
When
yesterday.
Dr. Minnis said that, he said that the same what everybody's saying that Mr. Fox needs an Uber. He don't understand. He's confused with that selection, with that nomination or ratification. He don't even know where God. You don't even think he knows where God is, right? It's a running joke. But even Dr. Minnis, who normally is aloof and non-comment, doesn't comment on their business anymore, the party's business. But even he made that mention. Because I feel, and this is what I feel for him in a way, because,
But you know what this
saying,
does?
Mhm.
This actually brings into credibility the decision that Michael Pintard makes. This brings into his credibility because, for the most part, if we has been paying attention over the past, I won't say a year or so, a year and a half, we would have seen incrementally that there were some decisions made. And how I could say this, because there were protests against some decisions that were made in the Free National Movement that was made by, many allege, Hubert Ingram. And those decisions aren't the worst decisions, but it was just the fact that Hubert Ingram, based upon the allegations, superseded the process and put where he want to put in North Abaco, did what he want to do in Eleuthero, did what he want to do in South Beach, did what he want, you understand what I'm saying? So even in Southern Shores. And so even though we knew that and we understood that he had a part to play in it, it wasn't that hard or big a pill to swallow. But now I know, as I look at this ain't no Hubert Ingram decision. Not with the way that we see Michael Pintard talking up. And we've watched Michael Pintard even before this consideration. He spoke up about this concept and idea of Rick Fox.
Yeah.
And beyond that, Rick Fox come to the people and say he will be running in the next election. And we said, what the hell? Well, we thought he was going to start his own party.
But Rick Fox wanted to run. He announced on majority, not majority, that was majority rule the other day would be
January 10th.
celebrated.
January 10th. Yeah, January 10th.
Right. When he said it, he announced on that day, he said on the statement of it, he said he couldn't even finish his breakfast, that he was going to run as an independent and he's going to run in St. James.
Okay. You see this?
So he was eyeing St. James because, anyway, I'll leave that like that.
There's too
But he
much.
wanted St. James.
There's too much. There's too much. And
and
when
that's
we
what
knew
we
that,
got.
and I said on the show, I said, you believe that the F&M can screw Shannon Dawn over to give that to Rick
Oh,
Fox?
and
I said,
speaking
no,
of Shannon
Jesus,
Dawn,
no.
And speaking of Shannon Dawn, I congratulate him for getting that nomination. I am happy for him getting that nomination because let me tell you something. Well, he's a runner too, but what I'm saying is he's deserved to, I wouldn't have been able to see him not getting that nomination or Rick Fox getting that nomination over him. That shows the arrogance that Rick
That would have caused the F&M to implode.
Exactly. I am happy for him that he got that nomination, and I appreciate that he got that because at the end of the day, running away from another constituency or just choosing to run in a different area, and that's a sure. That's basically nothing is sure, but you know what it is. And I don't like to use that word, but you know, it's basically. Okay, but it's going to be swapped with the Kalani seat. So no, I'm not concerned about it, but I'm happy because they put this man. But that is where he wanted to go because he said he lives in St. James. His family lives in St. James. And the silliest argument that he made when he said, because the Clifton Pier station is in St. James and he lives near the Clifton Pier station, he doesn't realize that you can drive the minister of and next door to Clifton Pier.
Wow.
She's still the minister, and you can jump on a plane and come be and you understand what I'm saying? So it goes to show the depth of his understanding of really what the goings on in this country, or that he thinks that Bahamians are stupid. We are not stupid,
Boy.
and we the only savior we need is Jesus Christ. Okay, and to me, let me let you Mr. Talking to me, but it shows to me with Mr. Pintar, which sort of scares me in a way with Mr. Pintar and the leadership. I don't know who advising him, like you said, Mr. Ingram and Papa or whatever like that.
No, we know when Ingram
What-
involved.
what-
Because it's a sound
Yeah,
decision,
but-
but it's an all
No.
concept.
No, but I'm looking at the pattern now. This Rick Fox scenario.
Ingram
it
wasn't
just
involved in
doesn't
that.
end with Rick Fox. Look at Bamboo Town, the controversy before Dr.
I
Sands
got
went
something
there
to say
with,
on that. I got something to say on
look
that.
at
Somebody
that.
called me the
Look
other
at
day.
that and Redwood Wells, right? Look at where was Garden Hills with the chairman when they had the executive uproar when the late Don Sanders was there. Remember?
I remember.
Look at the one to the headquarters when they had the big up. These are so many people who really, really, really are true blue, red till you're dead F&Ms, right? Who did not want to leave. They like to point and say, but the PLP look up and suddenly show us. No. Guess what? It was a fair fight. Mr. Watson went there. He gave it his all. Mr. Roberts.
Hey, listen to me.
Went there. He gave it his all.
He had it. Clint had it all the way to the end. Clint had it all the way to the end. Right to the
Yeah,
end.
but that's how you do it. There you go. You put that energy, and then when you come to the end of the race,
You got to go harder.
One of them start to run out of, some of them start to run on coast or start to let that energy, but don't
slip
on
up.
me.
Don't slip
Because
up.
He was a quiet storm. But guess what? When you see the PLP was down on its last leg, was crawling, when they get mashed up so bad, you know what's out there riding? You know what's out there going and tilling the soil? That same Robin Lyons, that same Obi Roberts, that same Mr. Fred Mitchell, they can call him whatever they want to call him.
I remember.
That man is a soldier, and he had these people during COVID.
I remember. I
You
agree with you.
understand? They were there. He was there on these talks. I think it was on your show.
Yeah, he
He
was
was
on my
on the
show.
show.
All of them was on my show.
And he was-
I never spoke with
he was
Robin Lyons.
questioning-
I never spoke with Robin
He was
Lyons.
questioning.
Obi
he
was with me
questioning about
regular.
moving.
Obi was with me regular.
Obi, right.
And
I
Fred was
remember,
with me
I
regular.
remember.
Yeah.
Yes, they were there, and so I'm just saying. So and he knows the ins and outs. So I still, as far as the Denley, everybody's blowing up and saying this. Let me tell you something, my sister. If you look for a person, but keep those red sneakers sharpened. Okay?
That's not going to
Make
be an
it
easy
easy.
race. That's not going to be an easy race. Obi ain't gonna let him go.
No, it's not gonna be-
Obi is a gangster.
No,
he
no.
can make sure
No,
he
no,
get
no,
his
no,
people in there,
no.
and he can do what he have to do. He can do what he have to
Yeah,
do.
so this will be look here. But this
That
election,
race there, that is
Mhm.
something to watch.
this will be
Trust me.
this election. The Kalani is gonna be a hot one. Southern Shores is gonna be a hot one, and trust no mistake, Bamboo Town is gonna be a race to work.
Oh,
What are you
Jesus.
gonna do? You stay right there. You stay
I laughing
on the
because
spot.
I got some thoughts about that, but I can let you go. I appreciate your telephone call, baby.
When are you gonna have like when you do like with the constituency and giving your
I
or
set
having
now.
person
I
to-
set now. I want to do it on ZNS. I want to do it on ZNS.
Okay.
Garth and I
Great,
started to
great,
do it
great.
last night, but I
You
ain't
know
get
the
through.
trouble, you
Right? Garth and I
Good,
started to do it,
I'm
but
so
see,
happy.
but me and him is we need more time. My mother called me this morning. She said to me, she said, "Baby, listen, you ever watch ESPN and Sports Center and stuff like that?" She said, every topic they give you 2 minutes and they say, "Bing," and you got to go to the next one. She said, "You need one of them little
With
bells."
Mama,
She said, "You need one of
with
them little
Mama,
bells."
please, Mama Grant, with Mother Grant, beautiful Mama Grant, please don't do that after this. Don't call her one after this. I love your son. I'm happy for him that he's here and he's shining. And you see that, ain't God wonderful?
God is good.
Now he's shining on two fronts. So I didn't speak to him for a long. I'm so glad you allowed
I'm
this call.
happy that you called me, my dear. We
I
ain't here
can
for me in a while.
I can give you a break and call you probably next week. We can talk. And
Okay.
you can put your time in there. But you do well, and
Thank you, baby.
and much love and prayers to you and your family. Take
It's
care.
good to hear from you, eh? All right, see you later. Guys, if you want to call 827-0111, 827-0111, we're back. Oh yeah, we're getting it together. Just, I tell you incrementally, one piece at a time, we can get it together. Now this show here, what we doing here, this is me and you. It's gonna be a different setup from all the little, everything. Right? They tell me, "Oh, Howard, you got to put some makeup on when you go on ZNS, right? They got me makeup, little makeup on and everything. I all posh, right? My good friend Ephraim Jones called me today. Said, "Damn, boy, Howard, you are sharp, man." I look at that picture and I said, "Damn, boy, that fella is sharp, eh? I wonder if Howard got a short pants on under that table." I laugh so much. I laugh. I see Ephraim, I got I say, "Ephraim, listen to me." He said, "Howard, you were sharp to the T." Oh my God. I said, "I wonder if Howard had on the short pants." I said, "Ephraim, I had on the short pants under that table," right? He laughed so much and I laughed, right? Because they know. I come from radio. So most time you heard me when I was in Guardian Radio, I had a fracture on my foot. And I had to wear my slippers, right? And only thing is that, sometimes it's cold in the studio, but nonetheless, I was wearing my slippers and showing up and doing my thing. You couldn't tell. I was on the radio, right? But now I'm on the TV. Oh, God, I got to get my hair cut. I got to do this. I got to do that. But I'm excited, man. I really am. And I want you guys to be able to participate with me, and let's really make this show what it is. This is going to be election central for the Bahamas. Oh, God, listen. The foundation and the rundown is election central for the Bahamas. Anywhere else you go is a casual conversation. You come here, we chopping it down, we dealing with it. You know that. I can't get no amen. You know that. Anywhere you go, it's a casual conversation. It don't have historic elements and all these particular things. I going to look for the men them to give you the insight and real conversation. That's what we do. This is what we do. So we can have good conversations. And I want you guys to be able to be a part of it. Let me see if I can get Garth. He called me when I was talking to Pat. Hold on a second. He just called me. Let me see if I can get him back. I ain't get him now.
Call.
I ain't get him back. Said he called him stupid because Printard constantly insults him, but these papers don't print that. This young generation of politicians has a desire to be relentlessly condescending without a relationship. Now, when we saw this condescension between Perry Christie and Hubert Ingram, we couldn't understand the dynamics of that relationship. We couldn't understand it. We saw it. We saw that there was a significant rivalry there. There was always this kind of a position to be able to give some level of a report card of what this person could do and could not do. And we would always see Hubert Ingram take on this kind of a posture that says, well, Ferry is talking with all the flowers and all these things like that. And he said, I just talked to you straight, right? And so we never understood it. But there was a gentleman's agreement that existed between them, that they shared their lives together, their political lives together. They were inseparable for years. One foot and foot behind the other from a political standpoint. They were friends. They had a law practice together. These men know how to speak to each other. And they were not afraid to be able to show this indifference because their bond was deeper than this political surface that is presented in these particular spaces. And so there's a lot of person who would look into this relationship and believe that this is the kind of way that you joust, that you would actually compete and combat your opponent. And you use this language. And young people, without understanding the history and the context, will try to be able to come here and present this like that. That's what happened with Adrian Gibson. I can, amen. That's what happened with Adrian. When he took on that kind of a position and talked to the prime minister or the leader of the opposition, I think it was the leader or the deputy leader of the opposition. No, he's the leader of the opposition at the time. And take on this kind of a posture to be able to talk to a senior man like that. You see, I'm so grateful for men, all my partners older than me. Listen to me. I have friends that are 20 years my senior. Friends. I mean like real friends. 20 years my senior. Okay? 30 years my senior. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm senior. I'm 44 years old. I have friends that are 70-some years old. And we go sit down and we talk and we break bread together and we commune and they ask me about, I like this. I like this. I have a level of respect for this man that you would not believe. They tell me some stuff. We reveal some stuff. I feel comfortable of being able to speak to some stuff to them. We could be able to talk about some stuff. They've traveled through some things. I enjoy being in. I will never disrespect these men. Never. I'm grateful that they would even consider me friend. I'm grateful. My good friend Ephraim is a good friend. He's a good friend. And I'm grateful to him. There's Garth right here. Thanks so much for calling the Foundation. This is Howard Grant. Garth, you are on live with us on the Foundation. Say good afternoon to the nation.
Good afternoon. Howard Grant. I almost think he was great as Ulysses Grant, boy. He was a good man.
Ulysses, go ahead. Let me hear it.
Ulysses Grant, man, the great general.
I know. What's happening?
Huh?
I had to touch it, man. A lot of persons call and say they enjoyed that show last night. Talk to the nation about these things. Now, we couldn't get deep down into some things, and I told you I want you to come sit with me when you get a chance. But we couldn't get deep down into some things as it relates to having that kind of a conversation about what we saw, what we expect, and the breakdown of these particular things on ZNS. So we gave a good contrast and talk about what the country could see. But I want to talk about these things here. It's my space. It's my space. You know what I'm saying? It's my space. And in listening to that, I want to look at these things. These people give the pomp and pageantry to Rick Fox. We got to talk about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. The man on the front page of the Guardian, I'm looking at it right now.
All over the place.
I'm looking at that. And you on the air, you don't even realize I just got breaking news. Maxine Seymour resigned.
I just get breaking news. Somebody just texted. That was you text me. Hold on.
No, somebody else probably did that to you.
I just said Howard Maxine Seymour resigned from the Senate. You know what that means? That Rick Fox get into the Senate.
Well, here's what happens in a time like this, Howard. You are familiar with traveling. So when you start on that plane going to China, anytime you get tumultuous weather, the captain says, this is the captain speaking. We need all passengers to return to their seats. Fasten your seatbelts. You know what time it is. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah.
So Howard Grant, you are the captain of the foundation. You're the captain when it comes to the rundown. You're the captain of political analysis in this season. You got to let your listeners know it is time now to return to your seats. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
I read and it says, Howard, I see Maxine Seymour. They just text me. He says, Howard, I see Maxine Seymour resign from the Senate. I think she couldn't trust Pintard anymore because Pintard gave every sitting senator a nomination. No, Reuben is a sitting senator. He ain't got a nomination.
Spoke to Reuben Rabbing last night and today, and he did not get anything. He said,
didn't get a
Garth, you are a
nomination.
kingmaker. He said, you're a kingmaker. You set up Darwin, but you ain't set up the other brother. You leave him alone.
You ain't draw blow for your boy? Come on, man. That's your brother and honey.
So I told him, well, come sit with me. Let's talk. Let's jam.
Tell Reuben I can pull him to one of them round table. We can have a conversation on Zedness. Tell him I can
Not
call
a
him.
problem.
Tell him I can call him, right? Listen here, say she couldn't say because he given a nomination and how the PLP didn't every sitting senator a nomination. How the PLP did it is when they was in opposition. This looked like a heartbreak, right? If she can't be a part of the team, she might as well just leave because he don't trust her. There's a text is coming through. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. Let me tell you why I don't believe that's the case, right? And it's already 2:00. I got to get out of here. Let me tell you why I don't believe that's the case. Maxine Seymour has been a team player and a party player from the inception.
Mm-hmm.
She has been, watch me. She is the equivalent or just shy of a little, like a pinch of what Mother Pratt is to the PLP. Watch me. Mother Pratt has sat in so much humble position and she ate her humble pie throughout her tenure. I will never forget when Perry Christie fell ill. He didn't feel good. I think he had to go to surgery or something was happening, right? And Perry Christie, to the public, would have said, if something is going wrong with me, I want you to give this particular position to Hubert Ingram, who was the opposition leader at the time. Do you remember? And she was his deputy leader and the PLP and deputy prime ministers. And she had eaten humble pie the entire time. She never kicked up a storm. She never said anything. And so when I saw it was between, the conversation was between who was going to be Governor General under this New Day administration, and we would have heard Mother Pratt name come up, we would have heard Ruby Ann Cooper Darling name come up, and we would have heard my good Bishop Neil Ellis come up. Bishop Neil Ellis would have been able to help the PLP in so many ways as it relates to being able to assist and for the development. And even before the PLP would have been able to capture the victory, Bishop Ellis was being able to help with Samaritan's Purse and all these things. A lot of these things would have come through him because this was the church community and his reach is wide and far, right? All right. He did not get an opportunity. And I thought about it and I said, if I was the PLP, I would not have given him an opportunity either. Not because of his conviction, not because of his position. It's because he has a mindset for a particular path. And that path could be a path that is a divine path. It's a path that God has called, so forth and so on. It's a path that he is convinced that if we do this, this would be the right thing. But it may not be the consensus of what the party intends to do. And he has the power, the strength, the position, the articulation, the insight, the information to tell you this is why this is the bad path. Him as a governor general could lead to a little bit of turbulence, in my view. I could be wrong, but this is what I know of a bishop for the years. Bishop is a man of his conviction. Ruby Ann Cooper Darling is a man of a woman of her conviction. And if anything goes contrary, because no one knows what would happen throughout the course of where we are, If anything goes contrary, they will stand on the side of righteousness. They will stand steadfast and firm in their conviction and say that this is the right thing to do. And it could lead to stagnation for the forward movement of a particular bill, a concept, an idea, whatever the case may be. However, Mother Pratt is a 100% team player. If this is what the team needs, she's getting in for the team. She's played softball and body sports for the majority of her life. She understands this. And she was very good in that particular position, and she's serving excellently in her capacity right now as Governor General. Now, I say that, and I contrast our girl, Maxine Seymour. Maxine Seymour has always been a person to play her part and role in the FNM. She has. She's done what is required. She showed up. She showed to interviews. She speaks on their behalf. She takes the information. I don't know what would happen in the background to make her feel like she should step down. I don't believe that this is sour grapes for Maxine. I could be wrong because I don't know what's happening in the background. And sometimes pressure is mounting and persons decide that they don't want anything to do with this anymore. I don't know what's happening in the background. But I could say to you, I've always looked at Maxine as a party pleaser. Not necessarily as one who could be able to always speak up and out on issues that even she believes is right or wrong. She wouldn't necessarily say. She would always fall in line with the party. So this resignation, for me, it wasn't about her being a party pleaser or a pooper. This would have been clearly about some of these particular things.
Right, Howard, boy, we got a lot to talk about. And I appreciate you bringing me on in. I am going to launch for 2 o'clock. You know what time it is for me. And,
I can wait now.
When are we going to come in the studio? Friday? We looking at a Friday show?
Come Friday. Yeah, let's jam. Tomorrow's Friday.
Hey, man. Appreciate being here, my friend, and enjoyed last night and continue the good work building the nation. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, my brother. It's great talking with you. I'll see you when you get here. All right, see you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're jamming. We're having a good time. I have a good conversation. I'm grateful that you're here. We are live. We got everything. Hey, my God, look at this. Hey, we got everything. And tomorrow we'll have 2 cameras. Hey, praise God. So we can have everything taken care of. All right. All right. I'm going to see you guys later. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your, we're going to see you tomorrow. God Spare Our Lives right here on The Foundation.
I have a dream where the powerful and the powerless will sit at the same table, where the haves will see the have-nots, not as burdens, but as brothers, where class will not divide us, but conviction will unite us. I have a dream that the oligarchs will remember we must all eat, that the brown-faced neo-colonialists will remember who they are and whose they are. I have a dream that fraternities will build beyond internal architecture into a national bond, that the walls of design will give way to the bridges of brotherhood, not a fraternity of symbol, but a brotherhood of substance. I have a dream that we remain focused, that we stay in our conviction and remain fearless, that we double down, fortified, to return this Bahama land to the foundation.